and welcome to the second episode of my series on destinations you may want to visit on the Big Island. Today we're visiting Mauna Loa Macadamia Nut Factory. And as you might have guessed, their claim to fame is macadamia nuts. Buttery, delicious. The grove surrounding the factory was planted in 1946, and the first harvest was about 10 years later. Check them out, walk right through the visitor center into the back where they have a beautiful garden. Let's go see it. As I said, this is a macadamia nut factory, so it's only fair that we start with a macadamia nut tree. These guys originate from Australia. They are the hardest nut in the world to crack, over 300 pounds to crack the shell. They're super high in fats, the good kind, and they're pretty calorically dense. A lot of energy in every single nut. This beautiful flower is known as the Hawaiian spider lily, and it smells amazing. If you've never come across these before, they're incredible. They also have an interesting seed. I'll see if I can find one. No, I can't. These are known as parrot's beak, and they're distantly related to bananas. There's pink, yellow, a maroonish red, orange, whatever color you're looking for. Parrot's beak. Dead center of the garden, we have one of my favorite trees from one of my favorite genuses. This is Jaboticaba altilis, or the breadfruit. In Hawaiian, it's called the ulu. This is the ma'afala variety. And the way I know that is the leaf. Other ulus, like otea, have a much longer leaf. Breadfruit can be used at different stages. When they're immature, they can be pickled. When they're mature, they can be cooked. And when they're ripe, you can eat them fresh. You can do all kinds of things with it. And you can treat it like a potato. Makes great fries, makes great chips, makes great mashed potatoes. Well, mashed ulu. All kinds of different recipes for breadfruit. It's related to other autocarpuses like jackfruit, meringue, quaimuck, and chempedak. This is mountain apple. It is in the syzygium family, so it's related to fruits like the wax jambu and the lily pilly, if you're familiar with those. This was another canoe plant, and it was obviously for food as well as the wood. And you might think this all looks dead, and well, it is, but it's really just the season. This is avapui, or shampoo ginger. This is another canoe plant, and they used this for shampoo. It's also edible, and you can drink the fluid. The flower that forms has a, I don't want to call it slimy, but yeah, slimy liquid inside that is used as a shampoo and conditioner. In fact, Paul Mitchell has a farm on this island that grows nothing but this stuff and is used in their avapui line. These are the plants right here. These are the very last ones that held out. They go away during the winter. If you come here in the mid-summer, late summer, early fall, you'll actually get to play with the flowers, and I can't recommend that enough. It smells sweet and gingery, and it's a really cool experience. And here we have a starfruit, or Avahora carambola, hailing originally from India. There's only one other species in the genus that is commercially grown, Avahora balimbi. It's terribly sour. Not the starfruit. It's sweet and delicious. The balimbi is. Just as a health warning, if you have bad kidneys, stay away from starfruit. And here we have a yellow areca palm. Areca is actually a family. There are quite a few areca palms. Today we're looking at a yellow areca palm. Many different colors. There are green, there are orange, I believe there's even a red. It's a clumping palm, and it's originally from Madagascar. And here we have dwarf apple bananas. They're delicious. Almost gelatinous inside, not exactly like the Cavendish you're used to buying at the grocery store. They're super, super sweet. They do have a bit of an apple taste, but really, it just tastes like the best banana you've ever had in your life. This plant behind me is known as blue ginger. It's a bit of a misnomer, however, as it is not actually in the ginger family. It's in the spiderwort family. It's also not a spider or a wart, so it's just full of lies. This is a dwarf poinciana. It is very popular for leis. Beautiful flower. It's in the legume family. That's about all I have to say about it. And here we have one of my absolute favorites. This is the Jaboticaba, or Plinia cauliflora. Cauliflora is in reference to the cauliferous production. Cauliferous production means that the fruit or flower is directly on the primary stem. There are many different varieties. This is the common Sabra variety, also known as the Brazilian tree grape. But don't be that guy. Call it a Jaboticaba. This is called Loei, or monarch fern. You might think it's a funny looking fern, but It actually is a fern. You can see the rhizomatous seed-like structures on the bottom. This is a particularly infamous fruit here. This is called the cheese fruit, or vomit fruit, or noni. It was another canoe plant, and it does smell like cheese. This is terrible. This is widely regarded as one of the worst tasting fruits in the world. It actually makes your mouth go numb. But the medicinal qualities are through the roof. It's a health food that you wouldn't believe. Of all the plants the Polynesians brought with them here, this is the only canoe plant that was only brought for medicinal purposes. They used the roots, the leaves, and of course, the fruit. They would ferment this stuff for days in the sunshine. I don't want to eat it fresh, let alone fermented. People that love it swear by it. Not me. There are several different colors of hibiscus here. And this is the famous plumeria. Smells fantastic, is super cute, and grows really well from cutting. These guys don't really like this wet side of the island. They do a lot better on the drier side. This one, for some reason, does quite well. I don't know. I can't get them to grow on my land. This guy flowers every year, smells fantastic, looks fantastic. It looks a little bare right now, but that's just because it's January. We're in the winter, and it gets a little shy in the winter. And here we have the puakenikeni, the perfume tree, a well-deserved nickname. The thing smells amazing. Popular fillets. And this is known as Hawaiian red ginger. However, it is originally from Malaysia. I didn't name it. The interesting thing about this is that entire plants grow out of the flower. It doesn't seed, it makes a fully fledged keiki, or child, directly in the flower. I can pick an entire plant right out of the flower, roots and all. In fact, even the baby has a baby. Babies having babies. What has this world come to? Here's another canoe plant. Ko is the Hawaiian term for sugarcane. This is red sugarcane. Now you might think, that looks purple, but no, this is red. Purple sugarcane actually has purple leaves. I hope you had fun with me walking around the Mauna Loa Nature Walk and Visitor Center. Now, come on over and get some mac nuts. Aloha.